You're wasting your air when you puff out your cheeks.
Right, and you're going to twist it a little bit so that way you're more comfortable. Okay, now try the embouchure again, and just give me any tone you can.
Where should I put my hand?
On the slide? Just put it on the slide, just to get used to having it there. There you go. Now, you want to make sure that you don't let your cheeks puff out, and so again, think of it like here is tense, the only thing that isn't is your lips. There you go. Alright, and so we're going to do, our first note is concert B flat, and it's in this first position, which is when the slide is all the way in.
So this is B flat.
And just, it's the lower note. There you go. And in order to sustain a note, take like a singer's breath, which just means you're breathing low, because you don't want to control it from your throat, because then it can hurt, and you don't want to like stack your breath, because then you won't have enough air to go through a passage. So breathe low, just breathe, and then try again. There you go. Okay, our next position, here, let's unlock your slide, is our next note is C, and that's in 6th position. So with the slide, extend your arm all the way. Okay, now try blowing into the mouth. Okay, now try to loosen your lips a little bit to get the lower sound.
Let's do another rhythm.
You have the right idea. So go back to the first position and give me a beat. So it'll be.
Very, very good.
There you go. So that's B, B, C. Our next note would be D, which is the 4th slide position. So you have all the way out to 6, and then come in. So the very edge of the outer slide is even with the bell. Okay? Now try blowing, get the D. There you go. And so let's do wait, so it'd be B, first position, then 6, and then 4. The thing about side positions, it may seem like they're out of order, but really those are just like the easiest notes to learn first. And so you have the other slide positions, not trying to confuse you, would be 1 is all the way in, 2 is slightly more out, 3 is when this brace is even with this, and then 4 is when the edge is even, 5 is a little bit further out, and then 6 is just all the way out. So that's just a rough sketch of what you're going for then. So we're going to try to do B, which is position 1, C, which is position 6, and then D, which is position 4. Okay, so as long as your arm okay, where you started out is you were in a higher like note for the first one, so just think low and loosen your lips a little bit more, and you'll get the low sound in the beginning. A little bit lower, just loosen. There you go. That's the beat. Do you see how it feels? It's a little bit looser. Okay. So 6. It's okay. It's really okay. Slide instruments are different because you're used to like the vowels and keys and stuff. So just think low. So
is that 1, 6?
Okay, that was good. That was the right pitch. Like that was right. The only thing is you're going to want to focus your airflow, and so you're just like when you're singing and you want to stay on a chord, you just speed it it up a little bit, and so that's where the breath support will come into play. And you're at the beginning, you're going to use a lot more than you think you will. So let's try it again. There you go. All right. So for the next thing we're going to do is tonguing. Tonguing is when you put your tongue between your back teeth to produce a note. So instead of it being kind of slurry with the slide, it's do do do, because it's really easy to just go out to the next position. But in the meantime, you hear all that, and so it'll be do do do. And if you need to, take time between notes. Okay, so you got the basics of tonguing there. The thing is, when you're doing it and you're playing a piece, you can't stop like that. So you're just going to want to have the same amount of airflow. So just kind of think of it as like a line coming through your head. And so it'll be do, do, do. So think low again. There you go. There you go. And see how that was different notes and you didn't get all the lots of sliding in the middle? Alright. Now, we're going to try and play a piece with these. It's really fast. You can do it. Hot cross buns. Okay. So what you got here is you have a half note, and so you have D, C, B. So what side positions would that be?
D, C, D.
Mm-hmm.
It would be 4, 6, 1.
Mm-hmm. So just try this first measure. There you go. Okay, so you got the first measure. And then do it again. Okay, now here's where tonguing will come into play for sure. It's B, 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 C, 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 D, C, B. So,
oh, it's too far out.
So, no, this one's B. Oh, we're starting at B this time.
Oh, so it's just 1.
That'd be 6.
Which is lower.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It's okay. It's okay. You're going to learn that note eventually. There you go. Couldn't you recognize that was hot cross buns? Alright. So that's just where that will come into play, and it's honestly just a matter of practice. So now let's just talk about care for the instrument. Okay. First of all, you want to make sure you don't... Exactly, right? Take some time to stretch out your hand. Okay, I'll give you a hand massage when you go. Slide cream will take this part. And what you're going to do is you're going to rub it on your fingers. It's this little tub. A tub. It's this little tub. You're going to rub it on your fingers. And here, let's do this. You will put it on this part of the slide. The outer edge. The inner edge. Okay. And you're going to smear it on there and stuff. And then you're going to rub it back and forth. This will help the moisture that's in here beat it up so it spreads everywhere. And that will just prevent friction when you're sliding. So that way, you know, you don't get stuck on one note. And then we have slide grease, and that goes for the tuning slide right here, because otherwise it's really hard to push up. And this is kind of tight anyway, so it gets hard to push up. It looks like chapstick, and so what you do is you just smear it on here, and then you're just going to rub it back and forth.
And then, okay.
So that way, so that way it moves, because sometimes you get stuck. Other than that, just don't kill it.
Do you want me to take it apart?
Sure. Yeah, let's disassemble it.
Sorry.
Can I? Does it matter what order I take it apart?
It doesn't really matter. It might start to help with the body, and then the slide, and then the
Okay,
mouthpiece.
so first we need to undo this bit.
Sure.
Nope, that's where there you go. Now also,
Move that off there.
what I want
I'm
to show
scared.
you
I don't know
about
what's
the
about to
tuning
fall
slide.
off.
Wiggle it a little bit if you need to. Oh, there you go.
Ever feel like that?
Oh god.
Okay, and so you can put the body back, because there's nothing else you can do to that.
down and you play.
Yep, and that goes there.
So to disassemble the instrument, basically in the reverse order, you want to take the reed
Yep,
off first.
turn that, and that goes in there, and then the slide goes up here.
And then you're done.
And then you're done, and you look, there's a trombone.
Oh, perfect.
Do you
Bro.
have any questions?